Minister. Let's get uncomfortable.
Bow, bow, bow. What's up, uncomfortable?
We are back with the new year.
New year, new me. No, sorry.
No.
New year, new change.
Yes, and we got a lot of things hopefully coming our way.
It gotta be some
this
money,
year.
A house, a Lambo.
But I was talking podcast wise.
Oh yeah, well that too. But you know, we gotta manifest other stuff too.
Yes,
no more debts.
Good things for this podcast to come.
Woo-woo.
That's the New Year's resolution, which is today's topic.
Bada bing.
So I hope those who are following our pages,
Mom and the Stud, Let's Get Uncomfortable on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. We on Spotify. If you fuck with Spotify, we're gonna make sure we hit every corner. We're gonna end up on Twitch. We're gonna end up on Facebook. So y'all just wait for us. You feel me?
Yes. And if you are following those pages, you'll see that each time we post, each time before we post a video, we post reels, little short films, basically talking about the topics that are to come. And in our last one, we did interview 2 people at the Peabody Museum here in New Haven, Connecticut. So yeah, check that out.
Make sure y'all really be our fans for real and repost. Okay, yes. Comment on our stuff that will help us grow. We can help.
A follow for a follow.
Follow for a follow. Comment for a comment.
Yes.
We gotta help each other grow in this time of need.
Yes. So again, today's topic, we're just gonna do something short. We're talking about our New Year's resolutions. So we know, like, every year we're so used to like creating a New Year's resolution. Some I think nowadays we be doing the little bingo looking boxes.
Little bingos.
I actually started that one last year, and I did it again this year. Some people do the little vision boards. Some people, each person has their own way of showing what they want to, what their list of things to accomplish, basically.
All right.
So I did my vision board on a bingo, one of those bingo cards. Or bingo boards. So it's basically like you draw a whole bunch of boxes, kind of like a bingo card, and you write down, the things that you want to accomplish for the new year. And one of those things was obviously about our podcast.
To grow our child.
Yes. So hopefully this year,
we gotta make it from the bottom to the top, you feel me?
Yes, better equipment.
We gotta make it out the hood, yeah.
We still just a baby. But and if you guys have any ideas of things that we should do, things that we could do better, of course, we're just using what we have right now. And like I said, new equipment is to come. And we're also working on getting a logo for a background and stuff like that. So there are things that are in the works already. But if you have ideas, thoughts, comments, to help us out, let us know. We take suggestions all the time.
We take criticism.
Yeah. Yes. I am good at taking criticism. Not Jay. He's a Scorpio.
I grudges.
So Jay, what is one of the New Year's resolutions that you had accomplished last year?
I got top surgery. I got no babies.
Yes.
I got no babies.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I think that was one of them, and then I think another one was to go on a date. I did like the date though. That was nice. And I think was to do something for myself. And I did.
You accomplished that one too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you went on a solo birthday trip.
Yeah, I went on a solo birthday.
That was a big one.
For 7 days, I went on a helicopter trip had my feet dangling on the outside. You know, made my own
Yes.
cologne. Did horseback riding by myself. I felt like my ancestors was coming out. I was ready to go. You know, with the bow and arrow, I was ready to just like, ding, ding, ding.
Not with the bow and arrow.
So the guy, I thought the native ancestors was coming out. I wanted to be like my name is Songbird.
Songbird.
Or willow tree. Like, you know, I felt something. I felt real spiritual.
Whatever.
I was like, yeah. I just need my nice little feather, little whatever, you know, my little what they call it, the little fuck with the no what no I was gonna say dream catcher. Boom,
Yeah.
there you go.
I'm talking about something else. For me, I don't even remember what I put on my list last year, but I don't think I really accomplished none of it, to be honest. Well, no, I'm lying. I did accomplish to start our podcast because we did start it last year.
Actually, no. You know it's crazy? That's about 2 years ago now.
No, we started last year.
But well, we started forming it, but the concept we had like two.
But I mean, like last year, I remember writing in the new year, you know, to get it going, because we did get a mic and stuff like that, a couple years ago, but you know, we're still in the works, like I said. But yeah, that was one New Year's resolution that I could say I accomplished, obviously, along with you, to get that going. And here we are. And hopefully, like I said, more to come.
We're going to start from the bottom to the top.
Give you guys more stuff to enjoy.
It's going to be to the point that y'all start singing the theme song when y'all go to work, okay? That's how invested we going to get y'all. You're going to be like,
The new jingle.
Or to me, you can be getting your coffee. I'm like, what?
It's gonna be on the radio.
Don't play with me now. I'll get it going.
We're gonna pay for that. Just so y'all hear it. Okay, so what's one thing you continue to add because you haven't accomplished?
Working out,
That's
eating healthy, drinking more water, finishing fucking school. I've been in fucking school as long as a motherfucker been for a doctor. Okay? I'm a doctor. I got my doctorate degree in fuckery because of what the fuck is going on. Because I've been in school for so long. I've been in school since I graduated high school. And that was, that's like
a doctor's degree.
You know, that was, I graduated high school at this 8 years ago. You can't tell me that's not the same amount of time that a doctor has been to go to school.
No, actually it's 12 years. Yeah.
Anyway, I said what I said.
And I think it's 12 years. Well, let me not get technical.
Right, I'm about to say, because someone can come in.
I was really going to keep going. No, but it's, if you want to be technical, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you're close.
But I'm like, those are a few things, and I think also to get married, but this day and age is terrible.
I think I did look at me, I did accomplish. Same as you, I continue to add the losing weight. But we're gonna get to that this year. I'm being serious.
You wanna put a bet on it?
Yeah, well, I gotta get rid of this double chin right here.
I gotta get rid of my dad bod and I got kids.
Try to hide it with my sweater.
I got chicken egg.
But yeah, but I think that's the main one for a lot of people. Losing weight, get in the gym. It's like you get it started, and then after mid-year or less than mid-year,
like a couple years back, we was really in it, and then it rained for it rained for a month straight. It rained Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
did.
And I'm like, fuck it, I'm not going out there. It's wet in there.
And we started eating McDonald's again. Yeah. Horrible.
I don't know. They got crack in their French fries. I don't care. Don't care. They got something in it.
So I know a lot of people say this, and everybody got to the point where they just start laughing because it's like, why do people keep posting this? But are you the New Year, New Me type?
Yeah. And only reason I say yeah is because not even just because I'm toxic or whatever. I think it is more of a different type of mindset instead of like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna change. But I would say, yeah, new year, new me, because there's always a new part of me that changes from last year. So I used to not communicate. Now I feel like I communicate a little bit better, not a lot, but just a little bit. I'm not as toxic as before, but I still got my toxic traits. It's just not as bad.
Yeah, look at that podcast episode.
That one, yeah. But I think it's more about like I feel like people don't understand it's about new year, new change. You gotta stop this. I'm copywriting that, so let you bitches know. I said it first.
So instead of new year, new me, Jay's saying new year, new change. I want to say I don't really go for the new year, new me. I did at one point, but I feel like it's kind of cheesy. But like you said, it is true. I mean, every year, people are entitled to growth. It's pretty much what everyone is looking to do as far as their New Year's resolution. Like, no, I'm not. I don't say New Year, New Me, but I feel like only because, I don't know, like I feel like I accomplished a lot already.
Yeah, that's what I mean by that. Like you've
at least for me,
more for what you did.
But yeah, every year we all, learn new things and we grow and become better people out of it. Jason's in the back trying to look. So yeah, so I would say not necessarily, but in a way we all kind of are.
Like I said, you gotta mentally have that mindset to be like, oh, yeah, I'm growing mentally, physically, whatever, each and every other year. But not in a sense, like I said, where it's toxic. Because like there'll be times I'll be like, fuck you bitches. I'm gonna be nonchalant. I don't care about y'all feelings.
I guess I would say, like you said, new year, new change, or something that goes with new year. I don't know, trying to do better. Like, it doesn't rhyme, but
I feel like this is the time. To
it doesn't rhyme. It's too long
for shit, and especially some of us between 1999 and 2005, something like that. I feel like this is the day and age we gotta start taking ourselves accountable for stuff and really like sit down.
For me,
with our
this
demons.
is the year of the no BS. So I'm not taking BS from anybody anymore. So yeah, so I'm sticking to that. I'm working on sticking to that. So what is some New Year's resolutions that you have? At least 3.
The 3 that I got is to publish my book for sure, and when I do, y'all better mess with it. 2, move to Malta, but that's kind of a stretch because we getting there. To work out, lose my little dad bod, and maybe 3, finish school. I'm so
you're gonna be
so.
What goes after a doctor?
I think that's it. I think there's nothing else after a doctorate. At that point, I'm gonna make a new degree. How long have you stayed in college degree?
But I'm not gonna think about it right now. So I want to say 3 that I put down. I put down self-care. I want to work more on my self-care. I put down traveling to another state. Because it's funny, because to be honest, I don't count like obviously the states around us, like New York or New Jersey or Mass, because those are obviously they're around us. Typical for you to go there if you live on this side of the U.S. But
right.
Besides traveling to Puerto Rico, I've never been to another state. So I want to do that. And then another one that I put was get a new apartment or a new house or a new car. That's in the works. Yes, we get it money. I mean, I don't know. They keep saying that this is the year for Virgo, and I'm not big on like the zodiac thing, but she
believing with her head, she not believing with her heart. That's why it's not working.
It's saying that Virgo's getting money this year, so I don't know.
She, like I said, yeah, she not believing.
I'm really wishing for it. It's looking pretty bright. It's looking pretty good so far for us Virgos, at least for me. You know, slowly but surely, yes. Slow and steady. Do you feel like it's hard to accomplish?
Yeah.
Some of your like resolution goals and stuff like that.
Ooh, definitely, because it's like there's always a fundamental of finances. Like, okay, if I want to go to the gym, then I have to have a membership. If I want to do gym at home, I gotta buy the equipment. Then you gotta be like, so where the hell do I start? Now you watching YouTube videos. Now you're like, at this point, I don't care.
I think that and the motivation.
Yeah, I said the motivation too.
Sometimes, you know, the motivation is there. Like I said in the beginning, you start and then it's almost like you either get unmotivated because you don't know how to continue, or like you said, because of things that are in the way of you being able to get to what you want to accomplish. You get kind of stuck, and then you kind of like give up, and the motivation goes away.
And then you kind of just start over again, and then the cycle just repeats.
Yeah, so I think it's more about motivation as far as completing your New Year's resolutions.
So when you get the kids ready for school tomorrow, so we going on our walk.
We will start on Monday.
See, there you go. Prime example of New Year's resolutions failing. We didn't even start yet. She said Monday.
No, we gotta make a schedule. Nah, but this week, like, work hit me. Like, I've been at work pretty much all week, so that's another one. So yeah, I gotta really sit down and like create a schedule for myself.
So when I see it, you guys will see it. Okay.
You guys will see it. I mean, well, before we get to the last part of it, so talking about New Year's resolution and, you know, things that people are trying to accomplish. I know I have mentioned this to you before we got on here, but did you know what the word vaping was?
What?
Vaping?
No.
So, for those who have seen the TikTok, there's this girl on Strange Addictions. She does vaping, and a lot of people was confusing her, like, maybe she's trying to say vaping, you know, whatever. So vaping was like pretty much she would put her. Sorry, I'm fixing my hoodie. So vaping was pretty much she would put her 2 fingers.
Oh, and then like
in her JJ. And then rub it all over her, like.
Oh
here,
no,
here.
that
you know where you put perfume on.
Yeah, that reminded me of a guy who did that with like fish.
So she would do that because it was she felt like the pheromones, natural pheromones, it would attract men, you know. And the funny part, I think the funniest part of it all was that
it worked.
No. I'm saying I didn't see the whole episode, but you know they put clips because it's from the Strange Addictions show. So it was that she went on a date with one guy. And she's told the guy about it. Like, first date, she's telling dude about it.
That's crazy.
And dude is like looking at her like, what? He just starts laughing because he's like, he's like, are you serious? Like, are you messing with me right now? And she's like, seriously, she seriously tells him like, yeah, I do this, and like it's just.
And then probably hot and musty.
And then no, the crazy part was, she was like, oh, I had to start putting coconut oil because I was, you know, since she was putting her dry fingers up there all the time. Oh, nice. It was messing with her cooter walls, you know.
She ain't got no cooter.
We'll get to that episode again soon, but yeah. But I'm like, so basically she's like fingering herself and you know, not trying to please herself, but
she technically by accident made porn. Because now, to record yourself.
Like, I can imagine, like, somebody dating her and just being like, hey, babe, you wanna
no, only
some
people
bathing?
who date
Can I
like,
watch you
girls
bathe?
like that would be the people that roar at you like, rawr. And they got the little furry tail, and they got like the cat ears, not the actual furries. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm thinking about early 2015s where we had the. Anyway, if you was there, you understand.
You know. But yeah, I just had to throw that out there because it was on my mind and it was funny, and I wanted to see your reaction to it. To learning about what she was doing. So what advice besides motivation would you give people that are trying to like accomplish New Year's resolutions? And
I would say, because when we did try to do our podcast last time, I was like, if you're trying to read a book and you do doom scrolling, put your phone next to your book next to your phone. So now you're gonna obviously go to reach for it. Now you're like, damn, I should read this. I should read this book. Mm-hmm. Like, force yourself to do. Hate to say it like that, the impossible.
Yeah, so, I think, like I said, creating schedules, making a routine for yourself. I know some people, it's hard to stick to a routine. I'm big on routine. I mean, I do it with my kids, but I feel like it's harder for me to stick to it for myself. For my kids, yeah, but when it comes to myself, that's something happy. That,
one minute you be like,
but that's what I'm talking about. Where picking a day to do the self-care stuff. And I think it's harder when you're trying to do it by yourself. To motivate your own self. Like a lot of people, again, when they work out, they go with a buddy. But not all the time are you gonna have that buddy, So it's like you also gotta get used to, like, if Jay is sick, then I gotta get up and continue.
You better doing your ass.
No, but I'm saying, like, obviously, if you can't make it to the gym, then I gotta figure that out myself too. Like, I can't just sit here
at that point,
and depend on you.
You gotta wake me up and be like,
because then it's gonna be like, oh, Jay is sick, I'm gonna stay home, and then I'm gonna stay home, and then we're all gonna stay home, and then we never go.
That's what I'm saying. At that point, you better put a mask on me. You better rub me down in Vicks. We going to the gym, coughing all over.
You're right.
I gotta get these gains in. What you mean? Go ahead, come on, spot me.
They're gonna kick you out.
It probably was.
So there's so much stuff going around too.
Bro, that early December, what was that?
Yeah.
What that was?
No, and it's still going because a lot of people are getting the flu now.
So that's
probably what we had.
I feel like
we had the flu.
Came in kicking and biting because.
No, I don't think it was COVID. I think it was the flu.
No, that's what I'm saying. COVID's cousin, like, with a little bit of kick. It's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, but that's going around too. I think it was interesting when we went on live last time. 2 weeks ago, we went on live and we asked a couple people on live, a couple guys that came on there, and we were asking them, what's their New Year's resolution, and a lot of them said to better themselves.
New London.
Some people was like, that they wanted to get closer to God and stuff, and
yeah, a lot of the guys were like they wanted to better themselves. Just by hearing them, I was already proud because I was like... One guy
was even like... What he said? He was like... He wanted to stop drinking. And, and he's around my age, which is really, like, really noble.
Oh, yeah.
It was really noble because he's like...
He looked like he was a frat boy, too.
Yeah. He's like, I want to stop drinking. And I'm like... What, like, what made... Is it some chick? Like, obviously somebody got to do for the girls. He's like, nah, he's not drink too much. And, like, that's really noble. Like, a lot of these guys, especially... I hate to say it, but most of these guys have the stereotype of either fuckboy or not shit type
and like
dude.
I said, he looked like a frat boy. He looked like, it seemed like he was like in college or in that age of being in college in the beginning, where you're constantly partying and stuff like that. So, it is pretty cool that he wants to, again, better himself that way. Hopefully he gets to accomplish that.
Hopefully, I think I follow him. Hopefully, if I do find his page, I'll ask him once next year happens. I'm like, so did you ever stop drinking?
You're gonna be like, nah.
I'm like, me neither.
No, but yeah, but it's, you know, motivation again. The motivation.
What's that song? Motivation.
I'm thinking like there was another song that said motivation, but I can't think of it.
What's that black girl name? It definitely was a sex song that nobody should listen to. But motivation. Go longer. Anyway, but that's what I gotta get motivated, because I have the goals and I not even a necessary to need, but I want and crave. That's a big word for Emma. I crave the need to and want to, LOL, to do what I gotta do. Like, I feel like I don't like being stuck in one place. Like, I don't know how people like to do it.
Yeah.
Whether I go to school and I don't have a job, that shit irritates me. Or if I have a job and don't go to school, irritates me. If I have neither, I'm gonna go down to the beach and play in the ice cold water, because the audacity.
No, yeah, but we you know, we gotta motivate ourselves. It's like I heard somewhere, I think it was earlier today on a TikTok, where it was like, you know, at the end of the day, you're in charge of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, no change, nothing's going to happen unless you work towards getting it. You know, the first step is working towards achieving that goal, taking that initiative. So,
yeah, there's nothing wrong with having somebody like to help you or even help them, but don't let their judgment cloud your, or their mind, you know what I mean, their mind cloud your judgment. So if they, like Kat said, if I'm not ready to do something, or I keep telling Kat like, yeah, I'm gonna work out, and Kat's like, Monday, and I'm at that point, I'm like, all right, shorty, I'm gonna leave you where you at, and I'm be a couple months in, a year in, and then Kat's still stuck on Monday. That's not my fault. Cause I tried to motivate her and she wasn't motivated. So you know what I'm saying?
Tuesday. That's another song too. No, but yeah, you're right.
So and I think that's what it is. I think people don't want to, especially in this day and age, we are very envious of each other. So like, other people hate to see other people win, but also hate to see themselves win. So they get mad when somebody's farther along than them, when they could have been just along in the same race.
And that's another thing too. Like, I think we had talked about this before, not in the podcast, but like, you know,
I think we did probably like the
fact that
podcast.
It's okay. You know, there's the world has made us believe that we have to be accomplished or have certain goals already accomplished by a certain age, like having a kid, or getting married, or you're being successful with a job, or buying a house and stuff like that, or like you said, your school, you know, your college degree. Mm-hmm. Again, going back to school, like, you have to be a certain age. You can't go to school in your 40s. And no, that's not true.
My community college got 40-year-olds and 90-year-olds, and I'm like, little old lady.
And everybody's what's the word? Everybody's story is different. Right. I can't think of the exact word that I was trying to say, but like
the trajectory.
Yeah, like their goal. Yeah, you know, everybody's process of achieving where they have to be is different. It's not going to be the same for you and for me, and it's okay. As long as you get, you know, to the point where you actually, like I said, you get it started, you get it going, and that's it. You continue. Don't give up. Once you start, don't give up. But yeah. But I think that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, we're working on getting ourselves together in this podcast and hopefully growing with you guys. A follow for a follow. It only takes 1 second to click.
Take 1 second.
Leave us some comments. Like, I want to know what you guys think.
Yeah,
like,
we want some feedback.
Either in this podcast episode, the
lives,
previous ones,
anyone's. Repost,
yeah,
reshare.
check those out.
Show it to your friends who like unhinged behavior.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely not hinged at all. There ain't no screws up here. They're plastic.
And again, follow, comment, like, share.
I'm a minister. Let's get uncomfortable.